Hey y'all, what's going on? I know y'all like, bitch, I'm going to unsub from your ass, bitch. I'd have had it with you. Don't do it. Don't leave, babies. Don't leave, babies. Don't leave. Don't leave. I ain't got no motherfucking excuse other than I still ain't feeling at my best. But damn it, here I am. Oh, here I am yet again on Sunday. Now maybe I should do a Sunday Wednesday kind of get down. Cause that's what I've been thinking about. Y'all leave that shit below. Cause Wednesday is when the little tater totters come on. So, and a couple other shows and summer, that seems like it might work for me, right? Especially right now with me kind of feeling up and kind of feeling down, just to say, well, okay, I know some of y'all used to, there was a time when shit, I might do 2 or 3 videos a damn day when I first began, because I would just read some shit or see some shit and be upset about it and come on, and then it went to every day, and you know what I mean? Life just happens, babies. Anyway, and y'all never mind this scarf, honey, because I'm going to try to keep this herb in this motherfucking bun for the rest of this damn week, so it is scarfed down. Okay? Plus, y'all my loves, and we could do this. Okay? Anyhow. Am I sooty? Yeah, I'm sooty as usual. Also, another thing, y'all, before I get into the fuckery that is the hoes, which really wasn't no major fuckery. It's just a key to even look at. Don't let me lean back too far. I get y'all some titties. I don't want to do that. Lord, I lost my whole train of thought. I'm telling y'all, I don't listen. I'm gonna say this to my loves, to the ladies. If y'all mind leaving this to the ones that have been through menopause or going through, is this whole kind of short-term memory shit, occasional shit, do that go with it? This booge. Does this go with it? Is this the kind of shit that goes along with this shit? Like, real talk. Like, I really, really want to know, Because I'm like, I would lose, like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen all the time, but it just kind of seems like this is doing the second wave of the motherfucker hot flashes and all the rest of the shit that comes with it. So I'm going to need somebody to tell me, honey, do I need to get some shit? What the fuck? Some Ebola up at Ebola. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Anywho, let's get into the hoes, honey. Let's get into the hoes. And we had a new show come on today, the Sugar Hill Family. Okay. Really wasn't a whole lot with the hoes as far as I'm concerned. We got the whole thing of Kenya coming back off of her shit from where she was out of town going to do the show for Peter or whatever. Now, she goes to her house, Matt, then fucked shit up, then broke doors and shit. Bitch, look. I'm going to need you to get what? It's bougie. Like, I don't know what she wants. Bougie, I'm doing this without you. You're not in this time. I'm not tagging you in. I'm just not. Oh, God. Y'all, I can't. Well, I don't want any sugar. I just don't. No, I don't. Why? I can't. Okay. All right. Okay. Y'all, what the hell? Really? Okay, Granny love it. Granny. Anywho, booze, they want their video. So, they going through the whole shit. Well, go this way. Don't go that way. They want they doing the whole shit of her going through what he done. She calls on the phone, and it's like everybody's pretty much telling her the same. You're going to have to get him totally out of your life. But she seemed like she was kind of like, it's not that if I was here, because somebody said if had you have been there, she was like, if I was here, he wouldn't hurt me. Girl, we not going to do that. We not getting ready to get in motherfucking denial now, girl. I told you to get the motherfucking guns and shit. The motherfucker threw shit on the camera. I broke the cameras and shit. That tells me that he wants them motherfuckers broke up for the next time he swing around and pull a motherfucking, I don't know what the fuck. Pull a damn murder, death, kill, honey. Now, girl, do what you got to do. Now call your cousins, brothers, and get guns and get your daddy there and let this motherfucker know. Maybe he need a pop-up, bitch. He need one of them, honey, because listen, y'all, I told y'all. When that shit happened with me, when Brittany and Brett's daddy hit me in the eye, honey, all I know is the motherfucker was took down to the river. Now, y'all, let me just say it now. He is still living, baby, but he was missing for a few days. Real talk, I ain't playing. I don't know who the fuck got him, but he's missing for a few days, okay? I'm saying this is a dangerous situation, but with that said, I still stand by what I said at first. That I believe that Kenya is leaving the door and playing with this man a bit, although he is crazy, girl. Look, get the fuck up through. You know, and one of my loves left a comment and said, I think that they kind of both of them playing games or whatever, but that's that bullshit when you get to fucking up people's shit. Like, he's not adult at all, and I'm telling you, girl, get the fuck away from him before we hear about you. I'm just saying, you know. So leave that shit the fuck alone. Get some guns. Get him the fuck up through. Now, with that said, honey, in the midst of this, y'all know Cynthia was moving and got her the lake house and shit. So she gonna move and shit, but apparently she's got to have a third appraisal so that she can get this done. Now, she's already closed on her home, and they ready to get the fuck in there. She got her sister and her daughter there, and they kind of going down memory lane. And, oh, remember when you was taller then got a little taller. Remember when I was sitting over and drunk a cup of coffee? Remember when you was over there getting ready to get some bread? You know, going through this whole shit. You know, and just having memories. And she, is really like, this is the first time I'm going to be, really on my own and get my own place. And maybe that's what you need to do, Cynthia, because this is way too many divorces or whatever. I don't know whether to shade with you or shade on your ability to find someone that is equally yoked with you. You know what I mean? Like, take that fucking time because, listen, how many motherfucking divorces we going to have? But you did what you had to do, and you shouldn't have married Peter in the first fucking place. But that was up to you to do. So she's ready to leave, honey. Real estate agent come over with her good white t-shirt tied up, honey. On the way over, she was driving like, no, she was supposed to give me these keys now. I'm sorry this other shit happened, honey. But now I got to put this damn headscarf on. I'm sitting there deep conditioning my hair. I got to go over here and get this. She come in and said, well, she gave us some good godly words. She held on to the keys and she finally, let it go and was like, locked the door on the way out. She said goodbye, to the place, and you saw different scenes that had happened. But what struck me was it was several scenes where Peter was just completely out of pocket. You know what I mean? Where he, it was just like it didn't fit or some shit. Like, whatever, what have you, girl, move the fuck on, please. So she leaves. So then we got Faye do this whole shit. She's doing some charitable shit, and she wants all the girls to come and do a pop up and shop, or whatever. And she's like, she done send them a text and let everybody know. She done talk to folks on the phone and this, that, and the third. Miss Bailey had the nerve to say, now, honey, what do you mean? How much money are we talking about? What are we doing here? Phaedra got it together and said, well, it could be many pops and shopping. We all got charities. And look, I said, Lord, Faith, but she's supposed to be she's doing it for the children of Flint. Now, somewhere in the midst of this, I'm like, y'all, it's such a disconnect. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It seems like there are harmonious moments between them, all the women, but it's not. It's just like functional dysfunction. You know what I mean? And it just all kind of throws me off because nobody likes nobody. To me. And I've said this before. It just throws me all the way off. But anywho. So what else? Let's see. Anything separate from that shit other than them going, they got to set up their shit. Y'all, Candy girl, let me ask you for a minute. Because, girl, let me tell you something. I got some of your candy coated night stuff or whatever. Okay. I got bath bomb and some of the cream body butter and some white tea and something coochie wash. And the bath bombs, that's that bullshit we don't ever want to experience again. Bitch, I thought the shit was burning me. I love a bath bomb. Now the cream, on the other hand, was okay for me. I got a sample of some spray or whatever, but the cream was fine. I did get the wash. I was kind of looking on your bottle like, girl, do pH balances or anything? It's called cool. If you need a quick refresher. So in other words, if you been out and did some whole shit, honey, and you got to get that pussy cleaned up for the next whole row, put a little bit of this shit on it, Because I was like, is this shit, it ain't making sense. It ain't, girl, look. Now, your toys, on the other hand, I have heard is, they really are a step above most. That they do really work like hell. But this other shit you doing with these, the body butters was fine, but girl, and bath bombs, take that shit out of rotation. Stop it. But anywho, I just had to throw that shit in, honey. And the wash, maybe the coochie wash, if you... I don't know, girl. I don't know. Because I'm serious. Y'all, I'm serious about my bathing shit and all that type of shit. And I'm damn sure serious about this pussy of mine. You hear me? And I think my husband would agree. Anyway, I wanted to throw that in. So, Candy, they going to have this whole shit. Everybody's setting their shit up. But what I also was going to say to you, Candy, why do you always look like you can't walk in your shoes? Why do women who know they can't walk in heels go and get 9-inch heels? What the fuck? The shoes will be cute as fuck. Your outfit might be okay, but you always... Your sense of style throws me. But it's not just for you on the shoes, but girl, you always look like you can't walk in them. The dress was pretty. I did like that pink dress. But the shoes were cute, but girl, you can never walk in them. What the fuck? Now, ladies, leave this shit below. How many of y'all got friends that be buying the cutest shoes, the highest heels? I mean, buying some beautiful shoes. And the motherfucker be like, looking like a mother. Girl, if you can't step and do the loose booty walk, if you can't come through, honey. And them motherfuckers, if you can't do the clutch high heel walk, it don't necessarily mean you got to have a clutch, honey, but it's something about throwing a motherfucking clutch under your arm, getting that motherfucker done, flip whatever hair you got on that day, or your hair, honey, and just strut. Just proud, bitch. If you gonna wear 8 and 9-inch heels, bitch, 7-inch and shit, you better know how to motherfucking stomp, bitch. You better stomp, bitch. I have to just take some away from the shoes, girl. I'm sick of seeing you scoot on the balls of your feet and stop. Shit. Faye do that shit a lot too. Anywho, I had to mention that. Anyway, she comes. Y'all looked at the line. I was like, well, I hope people came, but it kind of looked like, would you like to be a stand-in? Would you like to be on the households? Okay, stand in this line kind of shit. So everybody's putting their shit together, honey. The most, they start talking about their booths and whose booth look the best. And this is what brings me to the whole thing of all of this competition and shit. You hoes don't set no example for nobody. I mean, no, I just, you basically saying, look, even when you work together, even when you call yourself friends, bitch, you got to be catty. You got to shade the other bitch. Even if she's your friend, you've got to shade the fuck out of her. It just comes with it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Every motherfucking thing y'all do has to be comparison. Bitch, stop. This is why men are always saying women and all that catty shit. Other women, some women who don't do that shit is always talking about that shit is not always fucking needed. I done said this before. Your motherfucking light do not dog down. If you say to another woman, beautiful shoes. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, I love your boots. That's so well put together. Can you let me know, where I might could find so-and-so or whatever? What is wrong with that? What is really wrong with it? Yeah, I'm serious when I say this. I'm telling you. I really was raised that I, wasn't going to be fully confident in myself until You know, I had the ability to compliment other women and still feel comfortable within myself. The fact that you compliment another woman does not stop your shit. Bitch, if you stop because a bitch got on, if that stopped your whole world because a bitch got on a dress cuter than yours or her body's a little better than yours, then bitch, you don't need to be out there. Then you haven't learned the basic shit of we all have our own flower, our own beauty, this, that, and the third. Like, bitch, step in your shit. I promise you, bitch, you will continue to stumble the more you look towards getting in another bitch's shoes and trying to wear her dress and trying to do this or trying to fuck her dick. You understand what I'm saying? Like, bitch, when are we going? I'm just asking. It annoys me, y'all. It just annoys me. And they never failed to do it. From Kenya on, all of them do it. All of them. You know, I think the person that may do it the least is Cynthia. And maybe that's because she's confident in a motherfucker when she put her shit on. She know how she come through. You know, but I have seen her say, oh, beautiful dress, this, that, and the third. When I see some of the other ones, they say, oh, I love this stuff. It just always seems fake to me, y'all. I don't know. Lanithia, that bitch never could really give a comment, you know, a compliment without that extra shit. And that just showed her motherfucking inconsistencies and her motherfucking lack thereof confidence. You claim you the queen and this, that, and the third. You want people to thank that bitch, but clearly you're walking in the court gestures outfit, bitch. Clearly you're giving me chambermaid with the way, with your attitude and what you're giving. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being a woman and telling another woman, I absolutely love that. You look absolutely fabulous. I'm rooting them on. Child, sometimes a bitch can be done up from head to motherfucking toe, but be nothing but straight turmoil going on in her life. When she stepped out of the house, that bitch is mugged up because she's beat up and don't want a motherfucker to see it. But maybe you coming through and saying, oh, I love that, might lift her up and give her some strength. Everything shit ain't always motherfucking gold. Like a bitch, any bitch can put some makeup on, some hair or whatever, and make her look a certain kind of way. We are women, honey. We internalize motherfucking pain and shit and you know, disappointment and all that, and still put a motherfucking smile on it. But we'll be walking around like a walking motherfucking time bomb and have a smile on our face. But yet, you know, shit's going on. So, honey, sometimes you got to free a bitch up, honey. Give her a freeing comment and say, I love that. You look absolutely wonderful. Oh, I love that perfume. Oh, I love your hair. Whatever the case may be, that don't cut your hair down. That don't take away from you. You know, I just wanted to say that, y'all. You know, and I guess this is a part of me going through this whole thing of, and I've said it in my love say, I love the fact that you be like, I won't watch this shit, but you'll talk about it. I do. I talk about it because from time to time I do, if it's nothing else, you know what I'm saying, I want to watch it. Used to be a time when I look forward to the shows coming on. Now I don't. You know, but I know that I started this with y'all and that I'm wrong if I completely stop it. You know, although I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do anyway, but still I do owe this to you all as well. You know, this is out of my much love for y'all. You know what I mean? Because a long time ago I wanted to stop with that, you know, and then I started reaching out to the teeny weenies just to see something different. But it seems to be, you know, different scene, same song. You get what I'm saying? Different folks, same scene, same song, whatever. You know, but, you know, that just reigns supreme. I just had to say that because that's irritating the fuck out of me. You know, I don't feel like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to even go to, well, yeah, I would. For instance, you know how they'll go and have little things, and all of them have little sad shit they do when they not on and this, that, and the third. But where they might say, well, you know, Phaedra so-and-so is going to be here or whatever. All the ladies are going to be here signing this and that and the third. It's a conference. They're going to speak. You know what I mean? The whole time I would look at them before I even went up there and just know that I need to be prepared for these bitches to be catty and motherfucking shady. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even come to you just wholly, just I'm just coming to support or whatever. I'm coming because I really want to hear this, because I know that you motherfuckers, some kind of way you may say, thank you for coming. I'm so glad for your support. And as soon as the motherfucker walk out, I'll be like, girl, that big motherfucking bitch. I seen that bitch on YouTube, honey. I don't know who the fuck, bitch, say it to me. You know what I mean? I say it to whomever. I know it's going to be some sideways shit. It's not going to be genuine, is what I'm saying. Because that's what I get from most of these women on reality shows. I'm just saying, I had to mention that, and y'all leave it below if y'all get what I'm saying. If you don't, I feel that, Anyway, let's move forward. So they having this shit. Kenya comes in with her white shit, beautiful dress she had on. Kenya's not my favorite. And motherfuckers standing for her didn't sway me in any motherfucking way. I'm going to call it as it is. She'd have a beautiful dress on. However somebody feels about Kenya, she has, she has learned how to market whatever it is that is Kenya. And you can't do nothing but give a bitch kudos for that. You know what I'm saying? And if she pulled her shit together, she felt white and this, that, and the third. It was like, oh, it's Kenya with all the white. Then she had to let Phaedra know, oh, well, just because you're in the center, you don't mean you're the center of attention. And then we have, oh, whose table is that with just a white on, with the pink flowers on or whatever. It's just cattiness all up and through. Sheree has Marlo to come. You know what I mean? Just to be shady to Kenya. And Sheree, you are hanging on by a thread. I wish you would shut the fuck up. And bitch, I went over to see how much your book was. Thanks to my loves. I think it was $9.99 on Kindle. Bitch, please. I'm not. Nor will I participate. Honey, I'll figure out a way to, you know what I'm saying? Somebody will get it to me, but I'm not getting ready to do it. Because when I thought about it, it ain't nothing but a book full of, you know what I'm saying, just shadiness. Bitch, really? With all the shit you've had going on with yourself? And she's just shady as fuck. You selling motherfucking t-shirts and pictures, bitch. And who gonna check you, boo, bitch? That shit is on the motherfucker. I will check you. And several others. Shit. Like you uncheckable. Bitch. Okay. I can't. She brings Marlo there, which Marlo, girl, I usually look for you to come through. Everybody knows that you have horned the fact of being, you know what I'm saying, an old white man's asshole. You know what I'm saying? Cowgirl, bitch, I ain't mad at you for that. I ain't mad at you for that walking that shit, but that outfit you had on was not, I was shocked, honey. I usually see you come through, but you didn't. But what you did do was let Kenya know without Sheree and her bullshit, and clearly you know, because didn't you and Sheree get into it when y'all first kind of met or whatever? So all of this shit is motherfucking ridiculous, redundant, and retarded. But didn't y'all get into it? But yet you over there telling her about how, when y'all was talking how she's being real or whatever the fuck. Girl, look, I don't blame Kenya for, first of all, when did you and Kenya establish this friendship? And I see what your tea is. You're a very insecure person. Although you come off, you'll read down or whatever for whatever that's worth. Because I've learned that sometimes not saying any motherfucking thing, sometimes just blowing a bitch dust speaks 1,000 motherfucking words. Bitch, I'm unbothered. I can't, who? Don't even glance at a bitch. You know what I mean? Can't speak 1,000 words. But you're very insecure. You wanted to be invited to this, that, and the third. You want to be welcomed into certain women's circle when they don't feel comfortable having you there. And that goes along with the cowgirl role. That's in the rule books, bitch. You know what it is. Shit, their husband might be one of your customers. Now, I ain't shading you on that, bitch, because like I said, bitch, get it how you live. You know what I mean, bitch? If that's what you do, bitch, that's honest. Are you an honest hoe? Shit, the fuck out of here, honey. That's the oldest motherfucking occupation ever, bitch. And I'll never shade a motherfucking bitch that would say, bitch, I got to eat, honey. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need to be like pussy as all you are, but the realness of it is there, now that ain't all I am. But there are some women that feel like that's what they got and that is their retreat or whatever. Not retreat, but they way out or whatever. And far be it from me. You know what I'm saying? To say, look down on a bitch because she a hoe. Or she a cowgirl, or she done stepped it up and became a cowgirl. Whether she's a back page hoe, which is gone now, but, you know, whatever the case may be. Bitch, do what you got to do. But what I don't get is why you think that they're going to welcome you in the circle. These bitches stay pretending. You know what I mean? Bitch, you pretend for coin. You sell whatever you're selling, honey. You pretend for coin, bitch. You know what it is. And that's for the motherfucking illusion, bitch, to get the money. These whores is pretending, bitch. And they damn sure don't want you in their motherfucking world or whatever. One, because they know that you will hit their motherfucking asses off with some real shit and won't give a fuck about them and go the fuck on. Two, like I said, they don't want, they half of them whispering, this bitch with my husband. Let me, you know. And then the other thing of, I don't want to be bothered or consult, y'all know what I'm trying to say, with a person of this, you know, stature or whatever. What I'm trying to understand, and surely that motherfucking bitch, Sheree, she's one of them bitches that be pretending. And honey, I'll be back in another video talking about pretending as it pertains to she who will not, won't do, and could not. But when did you and Kenya become like that? And this is when you show your insecurity or whatever. You didn't invite me. You did that and the third. But girl, you know what it is. Why do you keep trying to implement yourself into these ladies' lives when everybody that you tried to do this shit with, it don't work? You know, bitch, do what you do. Shit. I know you got a pocket full of friends or whatever that's close to you, honey, that you can be you with or whatever. Fuck these bitches. Don't keep on doing that. But to be like, oh, we're friends this and you didn't invite me and this, that, and the third, you know, bitch, come on now. And then, even with that said, why did you even go over there? Why didn't you say to Kenya, no, I don't want to talk? You know, to go over there and tell her and let her go through her whole spiel or whatever. Just, no, I don't want to talk. It is what the fuck it is. All the time it is what it is. Not sometimes, all the time. It is what it is. You know, so y'all, I guess I'm just kind of on one, and that's just how it made, you know, me feel. And of course, y'all know I'm always looking forward to seeing what you all think. And y'all, this is my last one of the day. 5. So tomorrow I will go to 4. Anyway, just some shit that's on my mind, okay? Just kind of going along with watching this. So they have their little words or whatever. Cynthia's over there like it's a whole bunch of hand gestures and shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people talk with their hands. That don't mean folks is getting ready to throw down or whatever. I'm glad that she didn't get any louder with Kenya or whatever. She didn't go there like she can, you know, because it was for the children or whatever. And there was Phaedra's children were there and whoever was there shopping. With that said, honey, how does that shit work out with the babies in one booth and then Candy selling pussy products in another? Well, she had a representative there, you know. I thought it was great that Candy said, well, you know, I allowed, you know, for half of that. So I'm going to, what did she say? $2,500. And then I think, or did she say she was going to put something else with it? Did she do like $5,000 or something like that? I think she did. I think, y'all, leave that below, but it was a great gesture that she did, given that, you know, like she said, I'm not jigging with Phaedra right now, but this is for the children, and I do commend her on her charitable works or whatever. I have to say kudos to you on that, Candy. I really do have to give it to you on that. Now, bitch, on the other hand, I got to say kudos to you when them bitches was at your motherfucking door talking about, are we going to stay here? Which one we going to get? Now, although they maybe thought because she had that extra, but shit, that don't mean she want 2 women. And Scarlett, well, you know, Portia's motherfucking ass gonna be Scarlett dress, honey. You know, I'm just saying that didn't mean that, you know, she wanted that or whatever. But kudos to you for holding that shit down. And then talking about what on between you and Portia. Y'all, that Candy and Portia shit, honey, is about to come to a head, baby. It's about to. You know. And Candy about to pull her, you don't know me, I ain't about that life, bruh, I set it off shit. Candy, you can get your ass kicked too, just like me and anybody else. But what I do like is the fact that, bitch, you will stand up for yourself. I will say that. Let me move on. Let me see who else. What else really? I think altogether, Phaedra got like $7,000. Oh, another thing. Apollo's mother and stepdad came, which I thought was great to be, to see the children, this, that, and third. And speaking of that, when he was talking about what you mean the water and all of that, I just think she has the most beautiful kids. I really do. And I just absolutely love that, brute honesty and that innocent in any children. You know what I mean? So I don't give a fuck what happened. I ain't got to like you, bitch, but I love your kids as far as, it just is what it is. Kids are universal, honey, and we have to protect and keep them. But they came and Kenny was like, I'm learning all kinds of things about, Phaedra. She has a relationship. Why wouldn't she? And I kind of thought, well, was that cold for you? I don't know. I ain't even going to go into that. Anyway, so she was like, she was learning things. It was good to see them there. Phaedra walked him out and said, I just talked to him or whatever, and he would be calling, and it's good to see. And she rubbed her grandbaby's face, you know what I'm saying? Love transcends color, race, creed, and all of that. It really does. It really does. And you may not realize that until you truly have fell in love. You understand what I'm saying? And for some people, even after you get married or whatever, you may not realize that until you have your first child, if you do adopt, have, or whatever. And you realize, you know what I'm saying? Love just surpasses all of that. You know what I mean? And which I wish that more people would, view love for what it is. It is very transcending. It goes beyond shapes and colors and this, that, and the third and whatever. It does. Anywho, that shit happened. When it was all said and done, I think Faye ended up with $7,000. Now, the part where she invited Kenya, she wants Kenya to do the whole camp thing. And I'm like, okay. But did y'all see Miss Portia? And Miss Portia, girl, you did come in on it when you came in with your black on, honey. You was giving titties, like Cynthia said. But you end up changing, and that was, your outfit was really cute or whatever. And I love your hair that way. But the look on your face, girl, you was a little envious or whatever. She wanted Kenya because Kenya was, Miss whoever she was. Now, I won't mix it up and say Miss America or Miss what, she was that. So her standing up and talking to little brown girls, honey, showing them, and even the young man, that regardless of whether they say it, like they show, bits and pieces, you can do that. So, you know what I mean? Like, Portia, what are you, I guess you could talk about your family, but girl, we still trying to figure out about, what you said about the railroad and all that. But ain't no need of being mad, but I guess you kind of felt like, well, if you was going to have her, you could have me. My family is rich within the civil rights community or whatever. But when you had the opportunity to build on that, girl, you made some faux pas. No need to be upset. If she can go and reach out to somebody and uplift a child and let them know that they can do it, let them do it. Anywho, let me see. What else? Am I missing something? That's all I want to talk about on it. It really is. I don't know if Sheree sold anything, and when it was all said and done, I was like, I thought Candy gave 5,000. So, honey, and Portia said, I'm going to do 1,000. Didn't really look like her hair was selling or whatever she was trying. Now, Kenya stuff seemed to sell. And what I do want to ask, has anybody used her hair products? Are they any good? Leave that shit below. Because I will get some. I will. Especially if it's going, Kenya does have a beautiful head of hair. And I'm not the Kenya bandwagon, but bitch, I'm going to tell the truth on it. Just like Sheree, honey, that bitch is all the way together, honey, with that fitness and shit. And I can't stand Sheree. Anywho, that's my thoughts on it or whatever. Now, let me go on and say this real quick about that motherfucking Sugar Hill shit. Y'all, oh God, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They got a girl on there dating one of the daughters, I believe. She was on that hip hop show with all the females with diamond and shit on it or whatever. She's on there and she's dating. But what got me though, going to the motherfucking house or wherever, I guess it's the house plus where they do business, the mirror doors, and the motherfucker just looked like a disaster. Like, the fuck? All that old ass shit and clean that motherfucker up. Ugh. Y'all, that's what irritated me. I don't know, y'all. Should we look at this? Maybe I'm gonna let y'all tell me that. Should we look at this shit? Anywho, let me just tell y'all real quick. No, I'm gonna end this one right here and back it up with another one. So there will be 2 videos. I kind of could, but do I want to add that in? Yeah, I do. Yes, I motherfucking do. Let me go and talk about the little tater tot thoughts, baby. Let's talk about them one time, can we? Let's talk about this past episode, honey. Miss Minnie done had her motherfucking birthday. Now, first of all, the little teeny weenies. Now, y'all know by now, if y'all been watching, this is the 3rd episode. The little teeny weenies, and we gonna go from that, okay? They done found out from one of the new bitches that done came in town, honey, the nanny, that Minnie told Juicy that she was, you know what I'm saying, that she lied, this, that, and the third. Honey, that one is hotter than motherfucking fish grease, and she ain't buying it now. I want to start with that because they agreed to go and help Minnie. Minnie's moving into her own place or whatever. And for my, okay, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna stay the course with this shit. So they having her, they come over, but honey, that one's like, I don't really want to do it. I don't see why we got to. And what could y'all really been moving? You know, but they went over there, and it's like they waiting on her to say something when they knock on the door, and it's kind of like, But she noticed that the one was like kind of standoffish, which she was. And they waiting on her to say this shit and get this shit out here. Finally, they get in there to get the couch and everything in there, and, you know, she's like, let's, you know, sit on the couch or whatever and talking. It's like, do you have anything else you want to tell us? You know, and she's like, looking, and she knows she's already said herself that she needs to. Well, honey, the one was like, you know, you lied about this shit. I named you the godmother of my child because I thought you lost your baby, this, that, and the third, honey. She was hot in the motherfucker. And Minnie went on to explain what my period and this, that, and the third, making up some more shit. And girl was just like, the one twin was like, how do we know you not going, what else are you, you know, lying about or whatever? The other one gets off and she's like, She wobbles on out there like, honey, I'll be in a car. I ain't got time for this bitch. Bitch, I done made you the motherfucking damn godmother, bitch. And you mean to tell me you was not with, I'm out of here. I'm in the car. The other one's like, she's mad. Minnie's looking some kind of way. And Minnie knows that she's got the, I don't know what Minnie can do because maybe they should look at it like Minnie needs, and I believe Minnie needs mental help. And Minnie's kind of like she wants to do what she can to try to, you know, mend this and go forward. Like she seems like she's done came clean and, you know, pulled the shit off and like we can go from here. But you have to remember that you're gonna have to repair that. The same thing that motherfucking happened with Money, big headed ass, is the same shit that happened with them. They done went off and did all of this all on the pretenses of you and them getting on you and talking about and how they done you according to this pregnancy you done lied about. So you gonna have to work that shit out. Although you feel like you cleansed because you said it, you still gonna have to work this shit out. Do I believe that they should pay her dust? I think that they shouldn't pay her dust. I think they should give her an opportunity, if this is the last and final thing that she has said that was not so, to try to rebuild, but be cautious. You know what I'm saying? As it pertains to that, they can't even fully get your back because of the shit you done said and done. Okay? So, you know, Minnie is going to have to work on getting it together with them. Now, in the midst of this, Miss Juicy done hurt her motherfucking knee, oozing all over to her little motherfucking ass. She done hurt her knee, and the one chick that lives there, that's the herbalist, this, that, and the third, she done brought some shit. You know, she's strictly herbal as far as, you know, being well, this, that, and the third, and she done brought him some stuff. She wants to go in the kitchen and shit and make the shit. Juice is like, don't no woman cook. Nobody cooks in my kitchen but me, whatever superstition that is. She was there just trying to help you, girl. Just sit down. I don't think you got a man or anything that you got to show out for, but she just want to boil some water. But okay. So she goes on to do it. And then, you know, they kind of talking about all the shit that went on. How old girl is, you know, she's pretty much skeptical about, you know, Minnie, old girl that came in to be the nanny or whatever. And, you know, it's like, well, there's a, you know, mugshot, this, that, and the third. You know, which I'm trying to understand, just kind of getting to that. I'm not understanding. Because one through it's with money. I mean, you know, when it's all said and done, the whole argument and shit, you know, she done already said, well, she can't be trusted or whatever. I need to know who I'm hanging out with or whatever. Bitch, you don't have to hang out with her. Speaking of the bitch that came in to be a nanny, this, that, and the third. Like, bitch, you don't have to. But it seemed to me like, okay, you found that. Okay, bitch, so that means everybody shouldn't hang out with her. You didn't just say just because of the, you know, lie that she told or whatever. You know, which all of that shit, you know, piles on or whatever. But, bitch, you knew you not needed. You know, she done work things out with big-headed ass money where they can at least be cordial. Her and Juicy can be cordial. Everybody's trying to get back, but here come this new motherfucking bitch that then came in town with the bullshit, with the pictures and sharing all of this and telling her. Like, it seemed to me like you had an agenda before you came there. Was this you building up on your story? Was this you making sure that you stay in the little teeny weeny show? I'm trying to understand. Bitch, you could have stayed wherever the fuck you was at and been on the Texas shit. Because to my knowledge, half of them motherfuckers stay in, besides Juicy, she is in Atlanta. But most of them are from, you know, Texas, from my understanding. But was it your intent to come in and be that? Are you trying to take a new position or whatever? But what's funny is, and let me see if I'm missing something in between there, because I just really want to go to that. Let me see what else. Let's go to the motherfucking birthday party. Fuck the dumb shit. You know, fuck the rest of that shit. You know, all of that shit was cute or whatever. Minnie's there. She done came to everybody and came for her birthday. No, I can't. Because I do need to mention this. The whole thing with Money and her real dad coming and her brother. So apparently her mother and him separated. She went with her mother and she just didn't have that time with her dad. So the dad that we saw is her stepdaddy. Apparently her dad has been sick or whatever. They come in town. They knock at the door. Why? Why Money's there at the house, you know, and it's supposed to be a surprise. We all know it was set up or whatever. But what came out of that shit was this. They want to talk to, he's kind of hurt. They done seen social media, done heard that he's going to be the, you know, the one to walk her down the aisle or whatever. And the dad is hurt about that. The brother's hurt about that. When they go to eat this, that, and the third, it was like, you know, Money was like, look, I keeps it 100 and it is what it is. Like, that's who I've been around. You know, I don't see you like that. You know, the shit was a stranger, whatever, where her brother is over there crying and shit, and the shit got real. And see, this is the thing that you need to think about. These motherfucking men and women having these kids with all of these different daddies and things, Fences. Because that show, what the fucking reminds me of, Fences, the movie. Y'all need to go see that. The strain. The dad just had surgery and, you know, the brother seems to be like he's trying to guilt in a way Money into some shit in a way that he should be the one to do it. He should be the one to walk you down. You know, it's like they came for that or whatever. And it just was a touching scene and was like, well, you know, who's going to walk you? And she said, both of y'all, one on each side or whatever, you know. and I guess tried to build a relationship. But here's the thing, having all these different daddies and mamas and this, that, and the third, your children never get to really be around each other as they should. And let me also mention this because Juicy was there. Y'all, did y'all see how Juicy was batting her eyes at Money's brother? Honey, Juicy was like, she was set up next to him, all awkward and shit, and didn't know what to do with herself. And I'm like, oh, God. You know, but I had to mention that shit. I'm like, okay, Juicy girl. I mean, all right, girl, get you one. You might get you one, honey. But he didn't seem like he was really peeping you. But okay, you know. But anyway, but it just was a touching moment. I had to, you know, really talk about that. I couldn't completely leave that out. And it just seems to be that it's going to make it difficult. Now, here's my thing. Because I heard that they were doing a spinoff of Money's wedding or whatever. I don't know when that shit is coming, if they working on it. But then I kind of heard that, you know, the wedding, you know, might not go through or whatever. Maybe I need to check to see if they didn't already got married or whatever. Because apparently coming up, she done lost the motherfucking ring and shit. You know, but anywho, I just wanted to talk about that. Now on to Minnie's motherfucking birthday. So she's there, it's nice, everybody's there and having it with her, and nobody's shading nobody. But then here comes this somewhat tallish kind of bitch that then came from out of town, and she's kind of, you know, instantly to me starts throwing shade. And why are you there, bitch, if you don't want to be there? So you came to her motherfucking birthday just to say that shit, bitch, and some mugshot, and bitch. Ugh. I'm trying to understand it. I want to know who I'm hanging. Bitch, you don't need to be. Bitch, who said you was going to be hanging out? Bitch, who said you was included? And then the herbal bitch next to you is like, well, she does, and I do get, but you know, she did say both of them was wrong. But really and truthfully, Minnie turned up off of what the bitch said at her motherfucking birthday. Now, whether the bitch was saying what was so or not, bitch, that could have been done somewhere else, or you could have personally talked to her and asked her that. But before you did that, you went and got with everybody else and told them, you told a couple of people about this mugshot, this, that, and the third. And you know what I'm saying? You calling bitch first, and Minnie, you better than motherfucking me, honey, because me and that bitch would have motherfucking had it much deeper than y'all did, bitch. I don't know who the fuck. But this is my birthday, bitch, and I don't know why you motherfucking here. You know, she calls you, did she say young lady or something? She was like, old bitch. Bitch, young lady don't, you know what I'm saying? Calling you a young lady or whatever don't constitute you calling her an old bitch. Bitch, I promise you, I would have threw a fork in the middle of your motherfucking head. And motherfucking glass to boot. You know, bitch, you don't have to be there. So now they know. But what was funny was, even though while she was saying certain things, as old girl, Miss Herbal was saying shit, the girls was like, we understand what you're saying, but they stood in solidarity with, it seemed to me like, with Minnie from Money on. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, okay, Money went through her shit with that or whatever. Like, bitch, really? This is how you gonna come in? And she said it was some shit years ago. So the fuck what? Bitch, obviously you don't like her, so what is the point? Don't be around her, bitch. I don't think she'll miss you. You know, she just seemed to me like she brought a little too much. You know, but bitch, say each his motherfucking own or whatever. And apparently you ain't gonna give up on her. Who gives a damn? Because if I was Minnie, you know, bitch, Minnie, you know, you done said shit that you shouldn't have said that was not so, bitch. That whole baby shit, that shit was all the way wrong. But if she has established she don't dig you from that, then don't be around. Why are you coming to this birthday party? Why would you accept an invitation, bitch, just so you can do that? Like the fuck out of her, honey. And that bitch leaving and calling her fat and this, that, and other. Although Minnie did allude to that too. Okay, bitch. Did she say fatabus or some shit like that? Okay, bitch. You and that glitter on and motherfucking eyelids and this motherfucking daytime, bitch. It wasn't no after 5 shit, but okay, bitch. I do get why you did too much with all of that. I get the reasoning in that. Okay. You know, y'all, let's see. I can't. I'm not digging her. I'm not digging her at all, honey. I don't think she needed to do it that way. She could have said how she felt, but she should have said it to Minnie. She waited to do it there. You know, and I mean, clearly, we all know the Minnie that made some horrible motherfucking choices. But this new bitch, seemed like she was cooking this shit up as she was on the plane. I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm not understanding. The bitch did too motherfucking merchant when she got up out that motherfucking chair, honey. And the way Minnie was like, bitch, this Minnie was hot in the motherfucker, honey. She was mad as hell. She was madder than she had ever been at Juicy Our Money, honey. She was about that. She's like, so, and what? Looked like Minnie was ready to turn up. Now, Minnie, I don't know why you didn't hobble around that table, girl, and go on and lay them little hands on her little bitty ass. I know she's a little bit taller than you, girl. You could have took your heel off, bitch, and took a running start, bitch, and let that, and let that bitch motherfucking have it, because she showed the fuck out. I would have said, you know, I don't want her at my table or whatever. Not that you should be out fighting like that, but that bitch, to me, y'all, she chose the wrong motherfucking time to do that shit. You know. With that said, let me also mention that Minnie and the tater tot that was, you know, disagreeing and shit, they were able to have something to eat, and she's, you know, I guess hopefully gonna be like, I'm gonna give you a chance or whatever, you know. So let's see how that shit plays out, you know. So I don't know, y'all, but we will go on Wednesday and we will talk about it. Seems to me like I need to do Wednesdays and Sundays. I really need to know y'all thoughts on that shit. Let me know. Let me see. That's all I want to say about them. It really is. I have to say, so far, I'm kind of into it. At first, it seemed like it was a little bit slow, even with Minnie coming out saying what the fuck she said. And then this one kind of picked up, and I'm kind of looking forward to what the fuck's going to go on. How this shit going to, you know, come about. And as there is dissension between the two new ones and the ladies that's already there. Because I got this feeling, honey, that the old ladies is going to stand together in solidarity. If there's anybody that's going to cross the line, it's going to be Juicy. Because Juicy just thirsty for anybody to cheerlead her on. You know. But we'll see how that shit plays out. Y'all leave y'all thoughts. Tell me, do you think that the bitch could have had that conversation with Minnie another time? I just think she could have. You know, I don't know. For me, she went about it the wrong way. You know, just leave your thoughts below and tell me what you think about that shit. So I'm off of here. I'm going to hop back on because I got an amazing story to tell y'all about the motherfucking Clave. Much love.